Tribing with the vibe and vibing with the tribe.
I'm a grown ass woman. I'm
What up, it's your boy Troy.
Real shit, hip hop, music, urban, Boston. Oh, that's some ill-bred shit right there.
What up, it's your boy Troy.
Bella Nisa on the mic.
Boy and aka Boy.
And you're now vibing with the tribe and tribing with the vibe on the ill-bred HooliGang podcast. On today's podcast, our first segment is What Boy?
Is marriage forced today? She said, he said yes.
Say it again, boy.
He said, she said yes.
There you go.
Let's get it.
What we got?
Hell yeah, it's forced. Fuck that shit. Now I'm just fucking with
Coming
you.
from a married man.
Yeah.
Getting a married man.
To be. She's my queen to be.
Oh, God.
That boy been watching movies.
Nah, no lie, I am getting married this year. Mm-hmm. Honestly, this question is broad because depends who you asking.
Always.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I would like to take the corporate America out of this equation because the motherfuckers just do it for status. We're going to go to the hood and ask them, do you need the papers?
Right. Oh, I'll say this. I'll say this for real. I feel like a lot of, at first, I'll state a fact. I believe marriage is, divorce, opposed to marriage, is at an all-time high, and it's above 65%.
Yeah.
Currently,
what is it?
Currently, it's 40 to 50%. Currently.
Yeah. Currently.
It was higher.
Right,
though.
and I think it probably dropped because people aren't getting married as quick.
Yes. Yeah.
But I feel, I'll speak quick too. I feel that marriage is forced more on men to get married by women.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of the relationships I've seen, speaking first person based, there are men who get on that knee around the holidays, New Year's and shit like that, more in the winter, and you know, you get the picture, she said yes and all that shit, but it's mainly because the female kind of forced or led on the thought and idea of marriage more. Like, I know a lot of guys that naturally don't want to get married and shit. I mean, I just know,
that's real.
you know, firsthand.
Honestly, speaking from my personal experience, I mean, I've been with my girl like way long enough to already propose. I mean, I took my sweet ass time, and luckily she was understanding of it.
And what you mean when you say sweet ass time?
About like 11 years.
Okay.
Damn.
But you all were together how long? Since what age
So
have you been?
So since we were teenagers, pretty much in high school.
Exactly.
And this is the thing. I'm gonna tell people all the time: don't get pressured into getting married. I feel like social media pressures everybody, and especially if you have to have a common understanding that both of you want to get married. Because if one of you wants to get married, don't lie, don't bullshit, don't pretend like, oh, I want to get married, and behind closed doors you're like, yo, fuck this, because it's not gonna work out. You gotta go into it with understanding. Hey, I love you, you love me, we did this, you're my rock, we've been rocking together for a long ass time, let's just tie the knot. And at the end of the day, I do like the idea of marriage just for the fact that it gives you that status. It's that bond that, say for example, you've been together for, say like you're not married but you've been together for 15 years.
I'm not married.
Yeah. At any point, that relationship can end.
Okay.
With the marriage title, it's a little bit harder.
Because the legalities.
The legalities, everything, but at the same time, it's like, wait, I'm married. I took my vows. I got this ring. Let me sit back, look back, and just really, how you say it?
Reevaluate
the relationship. My bad.
He needs some milk.
My foreign self.
No, don't. We love his foreign
Boy,
self.
you could always count on boy.
I'm always
Google Gaga. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead.
No, but no bullshit. Like, you know, you step back and you're like, yo, I'm married to this person. I gotta work this shit out. You know, but at the same time, I do feel the men are more relentless to get married just because of the fact that, like, oh shit, I'm actually committing everything to this person. But at the same time, honestly, I just hate the whole wedding planning process. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for Shorty, but I really do. Like, let me get the invite list, get the groomsmen, bridesmaids, get the place, how much money is going to cost me. At the end of the day, I'm just like, I love you.
Let me ask you this, though. Does it make you anxious? Do you just not like the process?
I just don't like the process, and I think regular marriages these days are way too fucking expensive.
All right,
you paying up to to have a decent wedding. You're looking at $30,000 to $50,000.
That's fucking. Hold on. Let me just speak on that real quick too. That's the other absurd part about marriage.
Yeah.
Like $30,000, right? I'm frugal.
Yeah.
I'm cheap.
4 hours.
I ain't afraid to admit
I'm
it.
frugal
very
as fuck.
Yeah.
My middle name is frugal.
But I would rather spend $3,000 on a wedding
3 to
and
5
spend
max.
the other $27 on a house to come back to.
Down payment, yeah.
17 on the house and bank the rest.
Yeah.
Just let it accrue interest.
All right, yeah, we could do that.
Man, whatever you
Yeah.
like at the end of it. But I'm saying 3 to 5,000 should be your cap. And I'm talking about this is just one day.
Right.
This is not
Just
even
one
a day.
day.
This
Yeah,
is
like-
4 hours.
Yeah, like couple hours and then like, you know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
And you better hope your guests are generous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be coming with empty hands.
I don't
Sometimes
know,
get your
man. It's
toaster.
just different too in today's modern world. Like we were just talking off air. We were talking about invitations. Sending invitations ain't what it used to be neither. We used to
no.
have to spend money on that. And then my favorite was always finding out what everybody that wanted to come to the wedding wanted to eat.
Yeah.
Now with all these vegans and people who have lactose,
disrespect,
and,
no disrespect.
you know, all that shit, you're gonna have a lovely wedding. You're gonna
Nah,
have that-
honestly, we doing traditional Bosnian and traditional Spanish food. So I
That's
mean,
what I'm
you're gonna
talking
eat
about.
what I give you to eat. If not, you're
Yeah.
gonna starve. Just
That's
drink
it.
then. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Go to McDonald's, baby.
Bring, you know what I'm saying? Bring some Popeye's chicken with you.
That's
While you
it.
at it, like, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
I
$5
got hot
box.
sauce in my bag, swag.
$5 box for everybody.
Get your foot long.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm so done with y'all.
Now we're
Yeah.
talking about the marriage, and we're talking about the male perspective. Niece, you have male friends,
Yeah.
and have any gotten married? I mean, what are some of the things you've seen your male friends go through?
None of my male friends are married.
None of them.
None of them. You just made me realize that by saying
got
that
you.
statement. I
Yep.
just had an epiphany. None of
Are
my
they in
male
relationships?
friends. Now, okay. They're friends through my homegirls, so they became my friends, right?
Yeah.
They
Okay.
became my brother friends,
All
right?
right.
So they've all two. I have 2 male friends that are married to two of my homegirls.
Gotcha.
And the feedback I got from them is they proposed to these women because they said, I found my soulmate.
The male
The man.
Yeah.
said that the female.
Yeah,
was
and they're like, I don't want any other man to have her, so I'm putting a ring on it.
Wow.
I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm securing the bag.
Securing the
I'm
bag.
securing the woman, so but as far as go ahead.
No, I got you. Go ahead.
No, I mean as far as a woman proposing to a man,
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
how I feel about it?
No.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about
it.
females proposing.
Yeah,
now.
she
Go ahead.
said, he said yes, right?
Yeah, I
That's dope.
no.
Get your
That's
ass
dope.
down on the knee.
Oh, so as a male,
I'm
as
all
a male,
for
as a male.
How many carrots
would
you?
you feel?
How many carrots you want? How many carrots you
I'm
want?
on 14.
14. All right,
And them
cool.
diamonds too. I'm not talking about
Sugar mama.
I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
Oh, so you wouldn't want a female to propose
No,
to you?
no.
He's weak.
No,
He's
nah,
weak.
Nah, I'm old
See?
school. But if she was
Too prideful.
See, as a
Don't be
old-
too prideful.
see,
Let
if she
shorty
was to
that.
do it, she better. She,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
if she
man.
was to do it, she better do it on some low key shit. No family, no cameras around. Cause I don't want that. But like, cause
That nigga gonna cry. That's why. He
But
gonna
y'all been oh, shit. I said
That nigga
yes,
gonna cry in the car.
forever and ever.
Nigga said, baby, you really
nah,
doing this?
honestly, it's a no for me. I feel like I would flick her forehead if she got down on you. Like, what the fuck you
So
doing?
why
nigga?
are you saying
Nigga's
yes?
a flicker. What?
So why are you saying you would want a woman to propose? You
It's
would welcome
dope.
that.
It's new. It's about damn time. Y'all want equal rights, don't you?
Facts.
Don't do that.
You want to get the equal pay.
Facts.
Don't
Get
do
down
that.
on
He
that.
said, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Niece
Don't
is
do
like, you
that.
gonna
Don't do
start
that.
some shit.
But no, I think it'd be dope. I mean, she ain't got to get on the knee,
Right,
legit.
right.
But yeah, if a woman,
I know
imagine this though,
yeah,
real quick.
Yeah.
The guy that's not ready.
Yeah.
The
It happens.
denial.
Being pressured.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
woman says, "Will you be my husband?" Right? And the guy's like, nah.
Ah, shit.
You gotta take that.
Right.
Because, and I feel like, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a conversation that should happen in the beginning. Now, I'm going to incorporate age into this because it's different when you connect with somebody when you're younger, right?
Facts, yeah.
You're just like going with the flow. You don't know the outcome of the situation.
Right.
Everything's going great.
Right.
It's consistent for years. That's
Yeah.
you all's situation.
Right.
Now, we're all over 30. You're in your situation. Me and you are both in our situation. Not
Yep.
even like single, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't got time to waste.
Right.
But do I want marriage? And I feel like that's the dialogue that should happen with the person you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But see, I have a problem with that statement though.
Okay.
Because I feel like people always think they're too old for certain shit. You're never too old, because you know what I'm saying.
I agree with you.
Because you know, a lot of times women would do this, especially. I'm in my 30s. I ain't got
Yeah,
time
no,
to waste. I want.
we got to cut that shit out
You
right
know what
now.
I'm saying? Like, yo, stop. Like,
listen,
'cause you can find marriage at 60. You know what I mean?
But
You
there's
never know.
certain factors that influence those statements. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies, this is Special Uncle Joy talking. All right, cut this shit out. All right,
What shit
I'll
are we
go out.
talking about?
I'm gonna go. Hold on. I'll go out on a limb. I've been on a dating site. Okay, and that's a premise on the dating apps.
Yeah.
Females are like, in their bio, it literally says, "Not here for hookups." Cool, got it. Like everybody, I think every woman has that shit. Like, all right, we get it. But there's another part where it's like, "Not here for games, looking for my soulmate. If not, you need to swipe left now." And like hold on,
It's an automatic
it's a
left.
dating. This is a dating site. So
it's
like,
it's
you
an
ain't gonna
automatic
meet
no.
your match.
Yeah.
Bioing up like that. Like you gotta take your fucking time. Like
Word.
you looking for the man of your dreams, and that's what he's gonna read.
Yeah.
It's like your marketing technique.
They're gonna be like,
You are.
Nah, but I know what you're saying. Like, they put a lot of that shit, and it's a turn off right away.
Right,
like,
right.
Like,
Like,
yo,
doing
why
too
should
much.
you do it too much? Why can't we just like, let's go on a date?
Let's
And
see,
see
how
what
things
happens.
go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
If there's
I was like,
chemistry, there's chemistry.
yeah, and I tell you a lot of times when them females, no disrespect, put that shit, I'm not here for hookups, they'll be the first one to give up their pussy.
This is
Smash at me that pussy if it's
I've
cooked.
heard.
I've heard.
I've heard of it. I don't know. Nah, but in
Now
reality,
I'm up
like,
in the closet. No disrespect.
Easy.
No
Hey,
disrespect.
Hey,
we got R. Kelly love over here.
Hey, we're not gonna give that man no airtime over here.
Hey,
Next.
back
So
to
we're
the
moving on.
back to the real.
I feel like a man proposing to a woman is very traditional.
Okay.
For me,
Yeah.
How
as
do you
a
feel
woman,
about a woman? Would you propose to?
I would not.
You would never
I would
propose
not.
to a woman.
I want what I want. What I.
Yeah.
Yo, on the
I
real,
can
this-
see you proposing though.
I would kill it. Wow. If I was to
We gonna have to put
propose,
that to
I'm
work.
like, yo.
We got to put that to work.
I ain't
All right,
gotta
so
be
right
the
now,
one you
right
love.
now,
Yeah.
I want to
I
do
gotta
a
be the one you trust.
performance. We want to act
Oh, so you
something
about
out.
to have?
All right, you gonna propose
get
to
your ring.
Bouillon? Nah, you gonna propose to Bouillon?
Get your ring.
Oh, you want
You
my
know
ring?
you love
me
white
your
men.
ring.
Yo, she loves white men anyway.
on.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go. So
Oh,
she don't
shit.
support local. All right, so
My boo is
we're gonna do this on
my
cue.
boo
We're gonna
is
do this
black.
on cue. All right.
Yeah.
So you gotta think of a pickup line. You got about at least a minute and a half. You gotta spit your game and propose to Bouillon.
I can't say
And
Yo, give me a tissue. I might take
ready, Bouillon? You gotta react. You gotta react.
I cannot.
You know what I mean? However you will react. And action.
You know we've been doing this for a long time.
Get that microphone so the people can hear you.
Okay.
There you go. Go on.
Boy, we've been down for so long, and I just really want to take us to another level. I see my life with you. I see longevity with you.
She sound like one of them. I know down the street. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Will you be mine forever?
Oh shit. Hold on, let me see the quality. How much you love me? Hold on.
He's a gold digger. He's a gold digger.
You got this around the corner, didn't you?
He's a North Shore gold digger.
That ass, I would not and cut. I wouldn't want to do that.
No?
I like. Okay, so I'm a modern woman, right? I don't mind. If my husband was to stay, if my boo was to stay at home,
Okay.
and I was the breadwinner, and I was out there working, I could deal with that.
Okay.
But I feel like when it comes to marriage, I would want that. And I think that's just something that was instilled in me.
So you
through
want that
society.
special moment where
I do. I think that's just so romantic. And I love a man as a woman. Like, I put a man here. A woman is here too, but at a certain level when it comes to that, a commitment like that, because women were very emotional.
Yeah.
And I feel like if a man could reach that point,
right.
and they're like, no, you are what I want for life, that's beautiful.
Gotcha.
So
And speaking of that,
and
like,
vulnerable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I like that shit.
like men know, like there's no such thing as like, I guess I'll marry her. Nah, like you gotta be,
no.
like
But
you
there's
gotta
those
be ready.
situations.
Like,
But there's those situations.
yeah, I feel like with the social.
Well, I guess we
you know
got
what I'm saying?
kids together. Why
today's
not?
pressure, yeah. Today's world does pressure everything, and people rush into relationship. I know couples that just met each other and be like, "Oh, we moved in." Why?
Right.
Oh, we're about to get married.
Or the old Vegas
Why?
technique where you meet the girl a week
Yeah.
and you get married to her. A lot of annulments and shit happen after that.
Once in a blue moon, you might have a true match right away,
Right.
but a lot of times it's just a recipe for disaster. Like, why the fuck would you even do that? Like, you don't
Because
even know
people
each
are
other.
just ready. People are just like, we're just so conditioned to like want. We want.
Yeah.
What we
Well, I think
want.
that's another thing with marriage. People are being conditioned as a business move that by a certain age they have to get married. But don't forget, there are a lot of old heads out there that had multiple parents growing up by way of parents getting divorced.
Yeah.
And then having like a new stepmom that their father met, and then another stepmom. Because I always remember a lot of my friends whose parents got remarried did it in obviously once and done, or threes.
3, yeah. That's something about
I
Three
never
for the
really
stripes.
when people made a business move,
Yeah.
right? Well, when people made a young move, it was out of love, right?
Yeah.
But then they ended up marrying this person at 45 to 50, where it wasn't really necessarily love, puppy love, and it was more like
Security?
Yeah, what are you bringing to the table?
Security,
At 50
right?
or
Like back in the day,
45.
yeah.
And what am I bringing to the table? All right, I'll fuck with you.
Right.
Let's bond. Let's do this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
it's crazy back in the day to see
It was
what people-
survival.
right.
Because, I mean, even back in the day, I mean, people were getting married at 17, 18,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
young, you
Right.
know, because they're like, okay, this man has a good job. He can help me. We can raise a family together.
Right.
Whereas now we got options.
And people were marrying
don't wanna
after
get
getting
married.
after getting pregnant.
Exactly.
You know
Oh,
what
I
it
got
is?
her pregnant. I
That
got
was
her
never-
pregnant.
There was a lot of arranged marriages in old school too. Like people were like, "Oh,
is that how it is in Bosnia?"
No, but I know back in the day, especially like in a country area, like the village side,
Right.
I know that like the two families will get together and be like, all right, what do you have to offer? You know what I'm saying? Because the way we do it is the man stays home. So say
wow.
I have a sister.
Bosnia, my nigga.
Say I have a sister, right? It's her responsibility to get married and leave the house to go live with her man. But I become the man of the house, and my wife lives with me with the parents.
Oh,
So the man never leaves the house.
it's opposite in Puerto Rico most of the time.
Yeah,
It's
but
still that state.
Wow.
Well, it's changing now because depending on if you own a house, obviously, if you don't have land or own a big house, you kind of have to do your thing. But even my brother's best friend, he got married. He lives in they have like a triple decker. He stays there with and his sister got married and she moved out. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's how it was. You know what I'm saying?
That was.
Man,
Yeah, it's
my
just
son couldn't do no shit like. I mean, I ain't got no kids, but
Yeah.
Right,
if I
right.
had a son, he couldn't stay home.
Different culture.
But you know what it is too? It
Bang
helps. It helps too because your parents, which are the grandparents to the kids, obviously, they help raise the kids,
Gotcha.
and you provide everything else. You take care of
Your kids,
yeah, and everybody.
the family.
Yeah.
I got you.
So that's how it was. But nowadays, you know, at 18, you're like, I'm out. Like, I'm not trying to live with you.
Gotcha.
Like, you know,
right.
It's just a different time. It's changing. I don't know if it's gonna ever shift back to that process because time usually
Shit,
repeats
with
itself.
with the recession creeping up
Yo,
on us on
facts,
the
yo.
low,
Don't move out.
everybody's
Don't do it.
staying in relationships just because we still splitting this rent 50-50.
That's it.
No, it's
Motherfuckers
real
just don't wanna be
shit.
homeless.
It's survival.
Mhm.
Exactly.
It's cold out here.
You
Hell
still
yeah.
with her? Yeah, I'm gonna rock with her. I mean, she got a good job, dog.
She got a 2-bedroom
She got a
heat
good
on.
job, yo.
Fuck them kids.
She got that voucher, B.
Hey, hashtag fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids.
You know what I mean? When we come back, we'll have another segment. Stay right there.